you tryna go be? Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
Back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that.
EA Sports League brings us to legendary Lambeau Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers. A short time ago, and it was loud. We were they as the Packers get set to more Ravens. Set to boom this one away, and off we go from Lambeau. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers, and that's complete to Adams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A huge play there on the screen pass. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Jamal Williams taking it in. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. On 2nd and 7, Jackson buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Jackson, forced out to his left. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. And the touchdown all set up by the big play, 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. Off the bootleg, Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. On second down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Garner. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamal Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run from the pistol with Ingram. A gain of 3, second down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Ingram. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the... First half.
Intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. And now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time, the defense, which got them there, is going to take charge, and Fred Warner walks away. Super Bowl MVP, 49ers Super Bowl champions.
Wow, you went above and beyond with great specifics there. I'll be a little bit more general. I'll just say that the Chiefs are going to win by a touchdown, and yes, I'll go with the MVP being number 15, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you're not really rooting in this game, how great a matchup is this?
It's fantastic. Going to be a ton of fun. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Packers take over. Get ready. That's their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's caught here by Adams. Rodgers now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers, the left side throw complete to Adams. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Rodgers off the bootleg. The connection made. It's Graham. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Off the bootleg. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Montravius Adams able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. 3rd 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson dancing to his left. And he's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He completes it to Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's caught, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Steps away. Got a man. It's Brown. Give him 32 on the play.
Let's go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities. Extreme confidence in his teammates. Never thinks a game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On third down, Mark Ingram. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen to throw. To throw again. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. 64 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. It's a foot race. 30, 10, and it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Allen now looks to throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. Allen now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. Here comes the 7th play now on this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Allen going to go on 4th down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, you and I have made our predictions for Super Bowl 54. We're coming soon, the official Madden NFL 20 Super Bowl prediction. Something Madden folks do every year is predict how they think the big game is going to play out. And that prediction, with the help, by the way, from Peyton and Eli Manning, is going to be revealed on Thursday, January 30th, 9 Eastern. Go to EA.com/theprediction to check it out. And keep playing Madden to feed the machine and tell us who you think will win as well. Again, it's EA.com/theprediction. On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people.
And he's going to go down again. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Flushed out right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
To the air, Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Bills have taken the lead. That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, 84 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And John Brown's got it complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now Allen, and he finds Beasley complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Allen now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Allen again to the end zone, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. 3rd down here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Jackson now. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now Allen.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Allen now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Allen throwing complete to Brown, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd and 10. Allen. Open man here is Foster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Allen now on the sneak. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
1st down, Bills.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Allen. He's going to launch this thing. Wait it. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, 68 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this? this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 84 yards, and the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen, and his throw here is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Allen. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there. And now it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Matt Judon gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So Allen's going to look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Allen going to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
One last shot for Jackson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle, that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and